What no one tells you about life after graduation. So you've graduated or you're planning to graduate very soon. Here are some of the top things that you should prepare for. Number one, get ready for a lack of structure. So now you've gone to school 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., the same thing every day. You've always been guided by a timetable. Now get ready for your life to not have any structure at all. Now, I've seen many people at this point, they will just go on Netflix, scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Do not do that. That will lead you into a rabbit hole of depression that will take you a long time to come out of. This is a good time to whip out that CV or start writing on LinkedIn. Also a great time to use the opportunity to learn skills online, in-demand skills, whether you want to learn how to code, whether you want to learn how to write, whether you want to learn content writing, and start talking about the things you're learning. So one thing that was helpful to me is that every time I learned something new, I would do like maybe at a point I was learning how to code, I would do like 100 days of coding or 100 days of this or 100 days of that. I would start like a challenge on Twitter. I'll talk about all the things I was learning every day. That is a sure way to get noticed. People know you for one thing. People know you as this is the person that's learning this. You will serve as a resource person. You will definitely be at the top of people's minds for jobs. Do not wallow in this lack of structure. You have to intentionally build a routine for yourself. Wake up in the morning, take a shower, eat, go and exercise, and start your online course or start that thing you're learning. Write a few posts on LinkedIn. This is a great time to do that and start applying for jobs as soon as possible. The second thing to prepare for post-graduation is that your classmates' lives will change. And the one thing I'm going to tell you at this point is do not compare. Now, for some of you, you're going to see your classmates making big moves. Somebody's going to get engaged. Somebody's going to get married. Somebody's going to move to another country. Somebody's going to start a master's degree. The truth is, there's always the pressure to feel like your life is not moving forward. But I always ask people when they say, oh, my life is not making progress. My life, this person's life is making more progress than I am. And I ask them, by what standard? Like, what's the SI unit of progress? So it's so important that on your journey, as you're going along, you do not compare your journey to somebody else's. A lot of times, the pressure that we face comes from comparison. The third thing to prepare for after graduation is that you will face a lot of financial pressure if you're not already financially independent. Now, there's no reason to call home and ask for money because you're no longer in school. Nobody expects you to ask for money. And at the time, it will hit you and you'll be like, so you mean I can't call home for money anymore? There's not going to be any monthly allowance. So this is the best time if you're still in school. Start bringing out that business, that thing you were doing that you dropped, you were doing on the side that you dropped, that thing you thought about and you dropped. This is a good time to bring it out again because at this point you're going to need to find a way to keep your mind busy and also find a way to bring in money while at it. If you're already out of school and this is a time where you're now at home, this is also a good time to continue learning those in-demand skills. Trust me, I place a lot of emphasis on skills because this is the 21st century. Skills can be needed anywhere in the world. Skills are needed anywhere in the world. So your skills are easily transferable. They are exportable. So it's so important that you start learning in-demand skills, whether it's coding, whether it's content writing, whether it is sales, marketing, start learning in-demand skills. For me, I started out doing voiceovers for people's videos. I would just design a small flyer, put it on Twitter, and keep posting it every day until you're tired of me. And that way I was able to get jobs from people I had never met before. And that is the beauty of building in public. Fourth thing to note is that applying for jobs will be hard. There is no way to sugarcoat it. You will get a number of rejections when you start applying for jobs. But you have to develop thick skin. Nobody ever gets used to being rejected, but you can get a bit comfortable with it. There was a time in my life where I was applying for about 20 jobs per day because there's a particular type of job I was looking for. But when I finally got that yes, I didn't need to send out those applications again. So the truth is, you don't need 50,000 yeses. You just need one yes. So you have to keep going until you get that yes. The fifth thing to prepare for after school is the question, what is next? You're going to get this question whether from your family members, you're going to get this question from your friends, you're going to get this question from your neighbors, you're going to get this question from people who barely even speak to you. Once they see that you're around in the community, if you didn't go to school in the same community that you live in, you're going to get that question, what next? And so this I always tell people, always have a ready answer. If they ask you, when are you getting married? I am ready when God is ready. Won't you do masters? If I feel like that's the next step for me, then I will go for it. Don't allow anybody to pressure you. And most importantly, do not put that pressure on yourself. I'll see you in the next video.